Take two, 1, 2, 3, go. Hello, welcome to another edition of That's Life. I'm your co-host, Eddie McCandless, and today we have a very special edition of our program about peer pressure.
Yes, and I'm Brian Harrison, your host, and this is our special guest again,
Douglas Reese.
Yep.
And while we're at it, we've been
you want to test this battery?
We've been passing around this battery, and they want me to stick my tongue at it and test it, but I don't want to, and they're chanting. They have been for the past 10 minutes.
Test the battery.
It's not that bad.
But-
it's actually not. It's a weaker one. Just don't do it on the new one.
Yeah,
Right,
but
it's used.
I don't want to, and I'm being peer pressured into doing something I don't want to, and that's a very important thing about this topic of peer pressure. Is what do you
Right,
think?
Dad.
What do you think about it, Brian?
I actually do think that we get peer pressured into doing things. This is just a small thing. It actually doesn't hurt. People have done it many times. People use it for like race cars and things like that, and you'll see people just test if it works because it determines if your race car works or if there's something wrong with the battery or the race car and you can replace it. That's why I like these ones a lot better. But peer pressure, like with drugs and things like that, cocaine, your friends want you to do things you don't. Maybe you shouldn't do.
Yeah, and it could even be little things like your parents. Maybe let's say your parents say don't go do something or whatever,
And you go do it.
and then your friends are it'll be cool. They'll never know. They'll never find out. I'm not confessing any things. I don't have any stories like that. But
Let's tell some stories.
yeah, well, I can't think of any right now. Maybe on the next edition. But
But peer pressure, you get it almost every day, so it's not like
You can
bad.
get it from-
It's not bad. It's what you do with it. That's what happens.
I mean, you can probably get it from like work or just everyday life. Your
School,
friends, school friends. Oh, you have some stories, Douglas?
No.
Oh, really? Do I tend to withdraw back?
I haven't really got pressured, but I have because I stand strong. But I have, you get people up you and just come up to you, make little suggestions that
Oh,
aren't always, yeah.
Something that like
That's
I
a
would
peer
do,
pressure.
Like if I did it, I would do it this way.
Oh, it won't hurt you. Just try it.
Oh, stuff like that. Yeah, which is kind of a lie or
Yeah.
something in most respects.
Yeah.
But I don't know. How are some ways you could probably avoid peer pressure, or I don't know, probably do better than what we normally
The
do.
average Joe.
The average Joe.
Well, I one thing is pick your friends. That's number one. Number two would probably be if you do get in a situation, make sure your mind is on guard and stands full at attention, not just like, oh, okay, like you're going through your day, because we
So would you like to test this battery? Then?
I've already done that.
Oh, okay.
I've done it many times. I mean, it's not unusual.
So have I.
So, but anyway, so I don't know what else to say about it. But do you have any other things about peer pressure that may come to mind?
Well, I suppose what I think we should say is that like you're not gonna be the out crowd if you don't do something. I mean, if somebody says something to you, you're not gonna. I mean, don't feel obligated to. If you don't want to do it, don't feel obligated. I mean, do what you think is right. I mean, if somebody else is pressuring you, if what's that saying? If the majority is doing it, it's probably not right. Or, I don't know. Is that
If
the old saying?
everybody, I don't know.
If everybody's doing
Just
it, it's
because everybody else does it doesn't make it okay.
yeah, something like that. I mean, but if you're pressured to do something like really serious, like not like just like licking a battery, but something really important, you don't have to feel obligated to do it if you don't want it or pressured. Which what I would think. You have any extended? Or
Well,
Douglas?
I would say like it's almost like sheep. Okay, that's why I think God compares us to sheep, because if one sheep falls off the cliff, they all
We
go
all
off.
do.
So we are that way. I mean, if one person does it, almost everybody does it. It's like a fire. They actually, somebody actually said they had an experiment, or not really experiment, but something happened. The fire alarm went off, right? Everybody goes out the same exit. It doesn't matter where it was. Everybody went out the same exit. But you'll see the few black sheep. They're like, oh, this is quicker. Let's go this way. And and some of them, you never know. If you got to be, and they all go out the same way. And it could be the dangerous way. It could be the great way. This happened to be okay because the fire wasn't a big fire, but still, things happen, And so they all just go out the same exit. Well, there's like 15,
different exits
into a door. Into a theater. There's like at least 3 main ones depending on how big the theater is. There could be 6, so, and there could probably be 15. It depends on the building and the size, but it was a good sized theater. So they they had quite a few, and everybody goes out the same exit. And I walked out of the school. Well, they pulled the fire alarm. It's just a fire drill, but everybody goes down the same stairwell, almost, depending on where the stairwells are, how close they are to it. But I just went off and went, no, went out. I was already out, and people are still following in the line.
Trickling behind everybody else.
Yeah. The only thing you're missing was a cattle prod,
Or a taser.
Yeah. So, because we all are like cattle sometimes,
Yeah.
Is there any other...
I don't have any more thoughts on it. Douglas, do you have any thoughts?
No?
No thoughts? Well, this then wraps up another edition of That's Life, but we may talk about it again. But anyways, if you do feel pressured, you don't have to be obligated to do it, anything.
That?
And, yeah, like the battery, which I will not do.
you gotta do it on the show. Come on, try it.
No. I will not do it. Not for the show.
Yeah, do it on the show.
I'm gonna have a million fans now. Do it. Lick the battery. Or no, good for you. You stood up for what you thought was right. Yeah, something like that. But anyways, I'm your co-host, Thaddeus McCandless, and we hope that you enjoyed watching this edition of That's Live. We hope to see you next time.
And I'm your host, Brian Harrison, and we're glad for our special guest today.
Our special guest, we thank you for coming.
Yes.
Bye for now.